everyone and welcome back. Today I'm doing a video that has been requested so many times by my followers over the years, and I've never ever done it before, and that is wedding guest outfits. Honestly, the reason that I haven't done this video before is because I haven't actually been to that many weddings. Only really this year and last year are people like my friends and people my age getting engaged and getting married. In fact, this weekend I'm going to my first ever friend's wedding, not like a family or a family friend, actually like my friend. And then I have another one in May and another one in September. So I'm definitely coming into my wedding guest season of life. And this video is actually kind of difficult for me to put together because, as you guys know, basically my favorite color to wear is white. In spring, summer especially, and for occasion wear, I love white, cream, ivory, champagne, all of the colors that are forbidden at a wedding. So putting these dresses together was a little bit of a challenge, but I have found the most beautiful pieces and I've tried to include something for everyone. So we've got different price points, different lengths, different colors and patterns and fabrics and styles, some more classic, some more fun. So I'm really hoping that with spring, summer, wedding season approaching, there is something for everyone in this video. Unless you like wearing black or bright bold colors, then there is not something for you in this video. And I thought I would start off the video in my Flossy by Freddy Eloise dress, as obviously I will not get the chance to wear this at any weddings, but it really is like the perfect courthouse wedding dress. If you're going for like a really modern registry office ceremony, this would be amazing. Also for like a bridal shower or hen party, this would just be perfect. Or if you're like me and just like wearing white all the time. I've got a little shoe selection here as well to pair with the dresses, a couple of bags as well, and I actually have 16 dresses to try on. If anyone knows me, 16 is my lucky number, it's my birthday. And as always, they will all be linked down below in the description box. Let's try the first one on. Okay, so I thought I would try this dress on first because I feel like this would be a very popular choice. It kind of screams summer wedding guest, and funnily enough, this would so not be my first choice. Like, I never ever have really liked super figure hugging, figure accentuating clothes. Like, I love shape, obviously, as you guys know, but I kind of like to fake shape, like with a sticky out skirt and like structured shoulders and a really cinched in waist rather than actually showing off real shape. Oh, and I also decided to pop on my Louboutins with this dress because the color went really well. Would not recommend wearing Louboutins to a wedding or at all really because they are death. But anyway, the dress is actually so stunning. It's from Forever New, which is an Australian brand. You can find them on ASOS, and they actually just opened a store in Westfield, White City, which is very exciting. And they're really a lovely quality. They're a little bit more on the pricey side, but they are not extortionate. So I reckon this was probably about £100, 120, I'll have to check, but it will be linked down below. And you can really feel the quality. The fabric has such a nice, gorgeous, soft, slinky feel. The pattern, like the actual design of the dress, is so stunning. And it's what really drew me to this dress, even though I wasn't sure on the shape. I just adore these like antique florals in rusty rose, and the base color is this beautiful blush. It's just so elegant. The detailing on the bust is really beautiful too. So if this is your kind of thing, then I would totally give this a solid 9 out of 10. So next up, we have this absolutely beautiful dress from Coast. Now, I'm sure lots of you have probably already seen this dress. I dare say some of you may have even worn this dress before, and that's because it's a very popular design. By Coast, they never seem to discontinue it. They keep on bringing it back in lots of different colors because it is so stunning. I decided to go for the green because I felt like it was a little bit different. They do this also in pink and a really lovely like silvery grey colour among others, but I really loved the sage green and felt like it was a little bit different because the only thing is with this dress, I've seen lots of people wearing this and I feel like there's a very slim but possible chance that you could get to a wedding and somebody else would also be wearing this dress, which would be horrid. That is the only downside though, because everything else about this dress for me is just perfection. I think especially for the price point, it's really lovely quality, and everything about the design, the shape, the fit is so wonderful. I love the fact that it's a high neck, and I really love this whole top design, the sleeveless with a little bit of tulle sticking out, and the keyhole detail on the bust, the cinched in waist, and then these beautiful, stunning tiered layers of really lovely, soft, nice quality tulle, giving it like a fairy princess Midsummer Night's Dream type of feel. I also feel like it has ballet vibes as well, which I love. I just feel like it's so flattering and everybody looks nice in this dress. I have personally seen like 3 or 4 people wear this dress before and everybody looks nice in it. I feel like it's really good for all body types as well. It's a flattering shape. It's also nice and loose in the skirt. You can dance and it doesn't really matter if you have filled your belly on the meal. I also love how it's just a really classic, elegant design, but it's not boring. There's enough going on that it's still fun, it's eye-catching, but not too much. You're not in any danger of being accused of upstaging or stealing the show. So although it ranks low in terms of exclusivity and uniqueness, in terms of the dress itself, I actually have to give this a 10 out of 10. I love this dress so much. Oh, and also I've got to show you guys my shoes because you are going to love them. I actually found these at Quiz. Have not shopped at Quiz in goodness knows how many years, but they are an amazing Mac and Mac dupe. And I know dupes are a bit of like a sore subject, but to be honest, like I am not going to spend however much those shoes cost, especially as Josie wore them with me to the theatre and literally had to hobble out of the theatre, take them off and walk barefoot to the taxi because they were so painful. It's outrageous. So these are a really nice dupe. They were about £35. They had, again, lots of different colours. And so far, so good in terms of comfortability. They also have the matching bag. And again, this is kind of a dupe of the self-portrait bags that they brought out last year or the year before, which are not as expensive as the Mac and Mac shoes and not as impractical. So I wouldn't be like anti buying one of those bags, but these are £22.99 and they're adorable. And they came in lots of different colours, including this champagne pink. Next up, guys, you know I was going to include my Flossie by Freddy Penelope dress. I know that I am biased, guys, but this dress is just perfect. So as you guys will know, if you watched my video on the dresses, we spent so long perfecting this neckline and we've ended up going for a kind of square sweetheart, which is just so flattering. It's classic, it's elegant, it's feminine, it's sweet, it's just gorgeous. Then you've also got the little cap sleeves, which I love. It's super fitted around the waist. And then the skirt is like form-fitting, but it's not what I'd call figure hugging. So it's a flattering silhouette, but it's still very comfortable. You can move around in this and you don't feel like restricted in this dress at all. So as I'm sure you know, for the shoot, we went very like full out Regency style. So we styled all the dresses with these gorgeous gloves from Dents, but I'm actually thinking that I would just wear them like this anyway, even in the modern day. They're just so elegant. I love the long opera gloves. They make it so dramatic, but then the little wrist length I think are a little bit more wearable and modern for like the everyday. The fabric on the dress is so stunning. You have a blush pink satin underlay and then an embroidered tulle overlay, which is embroidered with cherry blossom, and it has little mock pearl accents, which by the way we did not put on the back of the dress, so you will never have to sit on a pearl, you'll never have to lean back into a chair on a pearl, and it truly is just so spectacular. I love this dress beyond words and I'm desperate to wear this to my wedding that I'm going to on, not my wedding, the wedding that I'm going to this weekend, because also just to represent myself and my brand. But I feel like this dress will be so perfect April, May, June, July, August, September. I'm just not sure I can get away with this in March. But yes, of course I had to show off my own dresses in this video because they really are the perfect wedding guest outfits. And unlike the Coast dress previously, no one will be wearing this. It's very unique, it's very special. We only make a limited number of dresses and I genuinely don't want to take this dress off, which is how you know you've got a good one. So the next dress we have today is obviously the longest dress and also the most affordable. So this one came from Quiz. I actually got a few things from Quiz for this video. I was really impressed. The prices, the designs, I felt like when I last looked at Quiz, which was a long time ago, I just felt like everything looked a little bit dated. But actually, a lot of the dresses that I saw this time around, I thought were absolutely stunning. And also I feel like for weddings, you're not necessarily looking for something cutting edge or avant-garde or, you know, high fashion. You're looking for more classic styles anyway. And they had some really beautiful options, which I have in this video. There was so much that I really liked about this dress. You guys know I'm a sucker for a cinched in waist, and this actually has a bow where you can really pull yourself in, which I love. It's a plunging neckline, which you know is not my favorite. I would prefer it if it was like a high ruffled neck, like the Coast dress, but it's really nice and it's kind of like a Grecian style drape rather than just like a sexy plunge. I really love the swishy tears in the skirt. I think it's so feminine and flouncy and dramatic. I also love the floral pattern. I feel like for weddings, you do have to be careful with patterns. Like you don't want to arrive in something and look really gauche or over the top or very clashy. You don't want to be that person who like sticks out in the photos, but I actually think that although this is a pattern, it's a subtle enough one and it's very, very classy. And I just think it's a really lovely, elegant, feminine choice. Again, very comfortable. It definitely lends itself a little bit more towards a summer wedding, but on the whole, I think for the price, it's actually truly gorgeous. It looks more expensive than it is. It's almost giving me, dare I say it, slight Zimmermann vibes. Not so much with the shape and style of the dress, but the fabric and the pattern definitely. I'm giving this dress a 7. So next I wanted to go for something a little bit more fun. All weddings have different vibes, and this is still a suitable amount of glam and dressed up without feeling like a formal floor-length gown. We're also jumping up in price because this beautiful, beautiful dress is from Self Portrait, which is a very pricey dress brand, but it is one of my favorites. They are just such beautiful pieces, like such gorgeous details, absolutely exquisite. My only thing with this is I feel like it's a little bit small for me around my hips, but if I size up, I'd really lose that lovely fitted shape around the waist. It's the most beautiful blue lace dress with these incredible pearl and diamante buttons and belt. It's so stunning. Like I actually can't get over how beautiful this dress is. I kind of wish on me it was the tiniest bit longer. I feel like if it was the length of my Penelope dress, it would be perfect. I also really love how with lots of dresses like this that have like lace or broderie or crochet, including Zimmermann, they usually come with like a slip dress underneath with straps, and it can sometimes just feel a little bit messy, like the straps can twizzle or you don't know if you're putting it on the right way. It can be a little bit fiddly and annoying, whereas this actually has like the inner slip dress sewn in and there's no strap, so it just looks and feels like really seamless, and it's very comfortable and easy to get on and off. I feel like we just have to pair it with the fake Self-Portrait bag just to like complete the look. And then I actually just had these really simple patent little heels on because I feel like the dress does enough with the buttons and the belt. Like you can go OTT with the accessories, but you don't have to. I also feel like it's these shorter, like more fun modern dresses that you can kind of get away more with, like adding a little glove. And I think these little lace ones from Dents would be perfect just to like go with the whole lace vibes. Look how much that just adds to the look. It makes it a little bit more formal for a wedding, and it just adds such a flair. Like I'm actually obsessed with this look. I'm going to give the dress I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10 because I just wish it was a little bit longer, and I just wish like the fit around the hips was better. But yeah, it's definitely up there with the top looks. Next dress, and please don't hate me guys, I know I am a self-promo at this point, but how could I not include my beautiful Flossie by Freddy Daphne dress? It really is the most perfect wedding guest dress. The Daphne is the most popular dress from the spring debutante collection, and I actually had a girl order about 7 for her bridesmaid dresses, and it honestly made me cry. Like that is actually a career goal. I've designed a dress that a bride felt was worthy of being in her wedding, and she's getting married in Toronto. I mean, if you're watching this, hi. What can I even say about this dress? I feel like it speaks for itself. Just look at the fabric. It is absolutely stunning. It's so flattering, that cinched in panelled waist and the ruched bust. You've got that square neckline and the puffed sleeves, which are so princessy and Cinderella-y. They're finished with a little pearl button. It truly is magnificent. Like look at the pleats in the skirt, and also just look at the way the skirt moves, like the fabric, it's like a waterfall. It's so classic and elegant and very comfortable as well because it's nice and flowy around the stomach, so you can just relax and have a big meal. And if you so desire, it also comes with a little additional piece of fabric, which I really like because I think it just adds something else to the dress, like a bit more of a high fashion feel, something different, something dramatic. You could also use it in your hair as a bow if you're having like a low bun. You could tie a bow around it or a ponytail, and I've also seen lots of girls on the Flossie page using it as like an additional waist belt, which is really cute. So yes, that's the Daphne dress. What can I say? It really is a 10 out of 10. You've also got the sexy slit, which I needed to add it. Like for me to do a midi dress was like out of character for me, so I had to just add in a little slit, which you can't really see. Like when you're just standing, it's kind of not there, but it's just like when you dance, when you walk, you kind of just get like a little quick flash of leg, which I love. So yes, guys, if you haven't already got your Daphne dress, what on earth are you waiting for? Look how magnificent it is. I'm actually so proud of this collection. I think they are my best 3 dresses yet. Like the quality is amazing, the fit, everything about them, they are just perfection. Look at this, I might wear this weekend. I wanted to wear the Penelope, but this, I'll actually be a bit warmer in this because it has like longer sleeves, longer length. But anyway, guys, obviously I'm giving the Daphne dress a 10 out of 10. Oh gosh, guys, this next dress I am so in love with. It's a little bit more OTT than classic. So I think if you want to just have a bit more fun, show a bit more personality maybe in your wedding guest outfit, this would be perfect. So apart from the flossy dresses, this is the one piece that was already in my wardrobe. I actually wore this dress to the Vogue Forces for Change gala in December. I felt like it was a really good dress to wear to a Vogue gala because it has drama and flair, but it's still very much me and my personality. So the dress is from Sister Jane. I've just realized that the slit is in like exactly the same place as my Daphne dress. It's a little bit higher though. Sister Jane is kind of like that mid-range price. It's expensive, but it's also affordable and attainable, which is what I'm trying to make flossy. But I think this dress was more expensive than a flossy dress. I think it was around £200, but it just feels really worth it because the fabric is such nice quality. It's really nice and heavy. It has a beautiful finish and obviously incredible details, like these absolutely stupendous bows, which I am just obsessed with, like so dramatic, so feminine and fun. These exaggerated puff sleeves and this really pretty little sweetheart neckline, which is also quite exaggerated. And then you've also got the little frill on the hem of the dress as well. And I just love it. It's so princessy, but it's fun. It's like you don't take yourself too seriously kind of dress. And the color is just a work of art in itself. It's literally pink champagne. Okay, next we're going for another nice affordable option. This little green number is from Quiz. So the reason I went for this is I really loved the sage green and the satin, and it's again more of like a classic wedding guest popular silhouette that I thought people would really like, the kind of sexy slip dress. So it had this like fabric rose corsage and a little bit of ruching and like draping on the midriff, which I think is really beautiful, but I just don't think it's been like executed perfectly. It's kind of okay around here. It's actually more of the top I have an issue with. It's kind of flapping a bit here. I feel like it hasn't quite been fitted properly on the top. However, I genuinely think that for the price of this dress, I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it was very affordable. I feel like you could actually totally justify spending an extra 10 to 20 pounds on a tailor and just having them like really nip it into your body, and then I think it would still be totally worth it because it's actually a really nice dress. Like it's not something that would be my first choice by any stretch, but I feel like it's very slinky and sophisticated, and I just love the rose out of the fabric. I think it's a really beautiful detail. I mean, I'm just thinking that that rose kind of needs to be more on the hip and then it drapes down, whereas it's kind of like chilling like in the middle. So I think it's more of a fit issue than anything, but honestly the dress, the color, the fabric, I think for the price I'm actually really impressed with this. I just popped it also with the Quiz shoes in champagne. It's sexy but sophisticated and classic, and I really love the color. I'm giving the dress a 7 because I'm unsure about like the fit and everything, but apart from that, like I really like it. Oh my goodness, they know how to make a dress, don't they? This is another little self-portrait number. This just could not be more elegant or beautiful. The fabric is so stunning. It feels like it was spun by fairies of the mid-morning spring. The pleats in the skirt, the lace hem, the cinched in waist, the bow. This, as you know, is my favorite style of sleeve. It's so flattering and so elegant and feminine. It's also got these lovely lace panels on the bodice. It's just everything. It's actually exquisite. I love the color. It's so comfortable. I feel just so elegant in this. And oh my gosh, it would be so perfect for those spring weddings where the temperature is still a little bit nippy. And to be honest, it would look lovely in summer, autumn, and winter as well. It's like such a classic style. Yeah, I'm giving this a 9 because it's not my usual style, but really I can't make any complaints about this. It is to die for. So next we have another very spendy one, I'm afraid, but the dress is actually exquisite. So this is one of Lydia Millen's collab dresses with Karen Millen, and I was a bit like, why is this dress so expensive? And then I looked at the fabrics and it is a silk blend, which is why that really hoiks the price up. And I will just point out that that is why I don't use silk in like my flossy satin. It is polyester and people like moan that it's polyester, but if this was silk, it would be £300 to £400, and it's still a really high quality polyester. It's not the same as something you're gonna find at Boohoo. So I think that's why this dress is very expensive, but it's also the construction like is so gorgeous. It's very much giving it Zimmermann vibes. Like this is very, very close to Zimmermann, but it's a lot cheaper, so I'm fine with it. I feel like this is a really nice option if you just want to be a bit more low-key. Like sometimes when you're not invited to the ceremony and you're just showing up for the party, you don't want to come and like, you know, dressed to the nines, and I totally get that. And I feel like this is a really nice, more casual option that you could definitely get a lot of wear out of, not as a wedding guest as well. Like you could wear this on holiday, you could totally just wear this. Like I would wear this shopping with boots, quite honestly, but it can also very much be dressed up and elevated with a pair of heels. But oh my gosh, I love everything about this. The waist is so fitted. I love the exaggerated balloon sleeves and the fact that they're cuffed. I love the muted colors and the gorgeous floral pattern. Yeah, the dress is to die for, and I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. So guys, next we have, I think, one of my favorite dresses in the edit, and also one of the more affordable ones as well, as this is another dress from Coast. So fun fact, I actually also ordered this dress along with the Sister Jane one to potentially wear for the Vogue Gala, but then I realized that this was just too wedding guest bridesmaidy and not like fashion enough, so I ended up not wearing it, obviously. But I think for a wedding guest, like this is just a dream come true. Like I love obviously the pink satin, and I just think it's so classic. It kind of almost has like a little vintage hint. It's kind of giving me like 1950s, 60s vibes. So I actually paired it with these new shoes that I've got from LK Bennett, which I am obsessed with. They're super high, but they're platforms, so you don't really feel it. And they're kind of like a Mary Jane style, which I think works really well because it kind of leans into the retro vintage vibes. It just kind of gives me like 1950s prom dress, and I love it. The fabric is so nice. The fit is so flattering. I just love a structured, fitted waist. For me, there is just nothing better. And even the neckline, I'm like, it's not my usual thing, but I think the rest of the dress is so classy and pretty that I'm like, okay with the plunge. I'll live with the plunge. I also feel like this is just the kind of dress that you'll wear forever because it's not going to go out of style. It's not particularly trendy or in right now. It's just a very timeless, classic style. It's so feminine and so sweet, and again, just really comfortable to move in, to dance in. Okay, just stay with me for a minute because I know that this is going to be too much, but it's also just going to be too much fun not to try. Oh my God, I am obsessed. I feel like if you're going for bridesmaids, you've got to add the gloves. The gloves are a must. I feel like just a general wedding guest, the gloves are maybe a bit too show stealing. But yes, I love, love, love this dress. And again, I'm giving this one a 10 out of 10. Okay, just hear me out. Part of me stands by this dress. I feel like it has fun vibes, and again, like I said before, all weddings have different vibes, all couples have different personalities and styles, so I feel like there's definitely a wedding in the calendar in the future where this would be appropriate. I wish it wasn't so short, but I actually do kind of like the vibe. This is an ASOS design dress. I really like ASOS design. I feel like they pull out some really fun, chic, like high fashion pieces, and this was one of them. Really liked the color. I love all of the tulle and the little ruffles. Like it's really, really fun, and I feel like you can totally make this very wedding vibes with your accessories. So we've got the quiz shoes, and I feel like with the quiz bag, I also thought that it could be a really fun vibe to pop on these little tulle like dobby gloves from Dents, because they've got a little frill, and I feel like it does look fun. It's like a fun, chic, fashion wedding outfit. I do just wish that it came down a little longer at the front, but actually the more I'm kind of seeing this, the more I am seeing the vision that I originally had. I think I just had a bit of a shock when I put it on. So actually, I stand by this look. I will have to rate it probably like a 7 because it is like non-traditional, but actually the quality of the dress and the style, I think it's fun, I think it's cute, and it's a little bit different. And with the gloves and all the accessories, like as an outfit, I actually really like it. Next, I have a lovely demure number. JJ just said to me, "You look so nice." He was like loving this one for some reason, and I was like, this is so not a me kind of dress. It's just like quite long, it's quite grown up and demure, but it is super beautiful. So this is another one from Forever New. They do such nice dresses. Again, like slightly on the pricier side, but I feel really worth it. Look at this gorgeous fabric, these beautiful, almost like watercolor florals in this lovely kind of muted pink and green. I love all of this gorgeous ruching around the waist, and of course the beautiful sleeves. It's got the sleeves that I love, so flattering and so elegant and feminine. And this dress is pretty much perfection. Like, this is the kind of dress I'll be wearing in my late 30s, in 10 years, but it's so, so beautiful. Forever New always makes gorgeous, gorgeous pieces, and it's very wedding guest appropriate. I know some people might have a problem with the fact that the base color is white, but I personally feel like there is enough floral on here to make the dress, like, you couldn't really describe this as white. Some people argue, I guess we all have different thresholds. But anyway, it's really beautiful quality. It's a gorgeous, flattering, comfortable fit, and I'm going to give the dress an 8 out of 10. So sticking with pink and florals, just slightly less demure, is this amazing dress from Quiz. This is another Quiz dress, which I am so astonished by. I love it so much. I am obsessed with applique flowers, and you don't see it very often, not to this scale. The only other time that I've seen something like this from like an affordable high street retailer is my pink like corsage skirt from ASOS that I got years ago. It just gives it such an expensive high-end feel, and I just want to quickly point out, guys, that if I was gonna wear this dress, I would seriously need like a nice deep spray tan, because at the moment it's like way too close to my skin color. So if I wore this, I would be bronzed. I absolutely love it. The construction is gorgeous. The skirt is nice and full. It's cinched at the waist. The bodice is also boned, which I think you actually really need with a fabric like this, and especially when it's strapless. It has a lovely neckline. I also think the length is really good. Like, it's not too short, and it's just so much fun. So cute, so girly. It kind of has a little bit more of like an over-the-top fun feel, but it's not as dramatic and like statement as the green tulle dress. This one I feel like is a lot more wearable. Totally think it's wedding appropriate, a nice hot summer's day. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Very excited by this, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Okay, so I very nearly did not put this dress in the video, but then I thought I have to put my money where my mouth is and really show dresses of all different price points. So this is a Boohoo number, as you can tell by the ribbon, which I find hysterical that out of all of the dresses in this video, this is like by far the cheapest, and yet it's the one with a ribbon like this. Obviously this is a Boohoo dress, it's very, very cheap, and to be honest with you, like, I think you can see it and you can feel it, which is why I don't shop. Well, it's one of many reasons why I don't shop at like the super fast fashion online brands. However, I can't say that it's not a cute dress. It's definitely a very, very cute dress. I actually love the design. The reason I came across it was because I could not trail through all of the like Pretty Little Thing and Boohoo and just look at all the dresses because there's thousands, but I was actually looking for an affordable dupe of the self-portrait one because I love that dress, but it's so expensive. So I typed in blue lace mini dress and came across this, and I actually love it. Like, the design is so cute. I love this little like peplum hem, the high neck, sleeveless. I feel like the silhouette is really chic, really sweet. The color is lovely. It's a gorgeous powdery blue, and I just think with accessories, like, I love the blue with the champagne of the Quiz bag and the shoes, and I think you can really make the most of a dress like this when it's simple. You can totally dress it with your accessories. So I won't spend too long on this dress, as it's not something I would personally want to wear, just for the quality more than anything, but I wanted to show a budget-friendly option. It's a really, really pretty dress, and I also think it's classic. Like, you could wear this not at a wedding and just any like fun spring summer occasion. And finally, the dress that we are finishing on today is another beautiful, exquisite number from Self Portrait, another one for my modest girls, my older followers. Not that I think because you're older you should wear something long and covered up. I just know lots of my followers who are a little bit older than me don't always feel comfortable in my short, silly dresses, as I like to call them. This is so stunning. The colour, I just cannot get over. It's the most divine mint green. It's like mint choc chip ice cream, and oh my god, it's even nicer than the pink one. I actually think if I had to choose between the two, I would wear this. The sleeves are just heaven, sheer and floaty. The skirt has beautiful pleats, it also has the lace panels in as well. But instead of the bow, you've got this tiny little Peter Pan collar and a keyhole. You've also got the lace panels, but there's also a little like strip of diamante, which is so subtle, but it just adds a little touch of glamour, as you know I love. And it's just so flattering on the body. It's beautifully fitted. It's so elegant. Look at it with the shoes, with the champagne shoes and the bag. Oh my God. I just can't cope. I think the real star of this video is the quiz bag and the quiz shoes because they just go with everything. But really this dress I think is a showstopper. It's perfect for a wedding guest. I don't personally think that it's too close to white. Maybe sometimes the lights on camera make things a little bit brighter than they are. But yeah, I'm just obsessed with this dress. It is exquisite. I never thought that I would actually love this color as much as I do. It really is just stunning and elegant and timeless. Definitely another 10 out of 10. So everyone, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you loved all of my choices. Please do let me know which your favorites were down below in the comment section. I will too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.